Hi, loves! Greetings! How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. I take this opportunity to welcome you to yet another vlog. If this is your first time here, welcome to Simply Kami. Here, I showcase my simple life. I am a homemaker and I spend a lot of time at home. So I take you along with me most of the times to show you what activities are ongoing in our African home. Sometimes I also take you along with me on my travels and work. Other than being a homemaker, I am a business owner. I am an interior designer and I own a firm called Interiors by Tiffy. On the side, I also sell African decor and accessories under Kami's African collection, which includes jewelry, artifacts, bags, and whatnot. But today, I want to welcome you to spend a day with me in our African home. So this is what a typical day is like for me on most days of the week. That is, on the days that I am not reporting to the office or going for site visits. I work out 3 times a week, and on the days I'm working out, my day starts at 7 a.m. As opposed to attending a physical gym, I've enrolled in an online physical workout program with a personal trainer called Lucy Mwambia. So thrice a week, she instructs me virtually through video and tells me what to do, what exercises to partake in. It's been 5 months now. Whereas the physical change may not be so noticeable to the naked eye, I may not have lost a lot of kgs yet, but I feel more flexible, more fit, and I feel like on the days we work out, this gives me such an energy burst and just the right way to kickstart my days. So I'm really enjoying my workouts. I really am, and I'm glad I took on this. Obviously, on most days, it's a struggle getting up, and they're not exactly easy, but no pain, no gain. So I'm here for the long run. Let's see what fruit this bears. Some days I work out from outside, but on most days, because it's still wet outside, I usually work out from indoors, and after I'm done working out, I have to reset the space. I have to reorganize the space to make sure that our living space looks amazing. I am a stickler for neatness. I love neat spaces, and I ensure to leave the space as neat as possible. After my workout session, I usually head out to the garden to sort of catch the morning sun, do a bit of grounding, and just, get in touch with my inner self. Exercise isn't about the physical or what can be seen on the outside. It is also very important to connect with yourself, have a moment with yourself to reflect, to check on how your inside is doing, to reflect on life, where you're at, where you want to be, handle or deal with things that probably are disturbing you on the inside, catch up with yourself. So that's what I usually do. And I usually find it very therapeutic to just be outside, stepping on my grass, sitting on the grass, checking on my plants, listening to the birds chirping, I really, really, really love starting my mornings like this. I wish it was possible for me to, have this routine every day of my life, but obviously that's not possible as there are days when I'm needed to leave for work earlier or just life's duties come in the way of this. But as much as is possible, I enjoy just sitting out in the quiet all by myself, just catching the morning sunrise and connecting with myself. After this, normally I would go inside and make breakfast if it's not already been made. But like today, I was lucky because Awinja had already prepared breakfast. So I decided instead of having it inside, since my day was not really looking so busy, I thought, how about I set up a picnic outside my house to just sit there and enjoy my breakfast from there as I read my current read. I'm currently reading The Purple Hibiscus by Chimamanda, and it's a lovely book. So that is what I did next, and I totally enjoy the days when I'm able to just sit outside and have a lazy moment. How do you unwind yourself? What are the things that you do that gives you a kickstart to your day and gives you an energy boost? How do you unwind? What are those specific things in a day that you do to make sure that you feel grounded and you're in the right headspace? I'd love to know. So for breakfast today, we were having arrowroots and mixed vegetables. Arrowroots are common in our country. They are a tuber grown in wet areas. It's a starch. Remember, we're a gluten-free living household, so we do not indulge in wheat products. And on most days, we prefer to eat natural food. Do you have arrowroots in your country? I'd love to know. Though in some countries, I know it's called cocoyam. After breakfast, I lay a bit and, just lay on the grass. Really, that one is just a kicker and I love it. Then after some time, I had enough and it was time to make myself productive, really, because I wasn't gonna laze around the whole day after eating all that food especially. So I decided to walk around my home, check on the garden. This is something I usually do every day to see how things are doing. It's very important for a homemaker to be in touch with their home. Do you guys remember the celery we planted a couple of weeks ago when it was raining? The ones we propagated, well, you can see they're doing great. And tell you what, can you see this? This plant is called a fishbone cactus. And I think it's one of the easiest plants to propagate. So basically, you just take a leaf and you immerse it in soil, like you dip it in soil, and you can see that one has already grown roots. So I've transported it to that pot, and I will keep updating you guys on its progress as we go along. After that, I noticed our passion fruit tree has really grown. It's climbed on our bottle brush tree and the fruits are already so many and up there. I don't know, fortunately or unfortunately, they're crossing over to the fence. So I want to go and check on the situation to see if I am going to be sharing my fruits with the people passing by the roadside. Not that I mind, but I don't know what is this thing with fruits that the people who did not plant them get to enjoy them more. So as you can see, most of the fruits are on the side of the road. So I just need to keep tabs so that when they're ready, I come and collect them because We've waited a mighty long time for this tree to grow to this point, but it's really such a nice surprise. You know, when you plant something with your own hands and it grows to reproduce supplies, it's always something amazing. It's so fulfilling, and I think that's one of the reasons why I truly love and enjoy gardening. You know, they say gardening is a gift that keeps giving. So I came back to check on this lemongrass that we've recently transplanted in this pot. I decided to chop off the extra leaves so that we can give it a chance to grow well. I mean, without necessarily the almost dead leaves. So I also decided to clean the pot because it was looking really unkempt. And remember, guys, I told you I love clean things and I love neatness. So I decided to do that to just, give it a head start. I believe even plants need to grow in a clean environment. Remember, I keep saying that plants are a reflection of the home that they grow in. If you show them love, care, and attention, then they grow to be healthy, sturdy, and happy plants. Happy plants, happy Kami. Okay, so I also needed to transfer the pot to its new location. The other pot, the jungle green pot next to it, also has lemongrass. Unfortunately, it's a slow grower because we keep plucking leaves. We've not given it really time to grow and attain maturity. So I decided to add another one so that you can have options. We love lemongrass in our tea, like a lot. We really, really love lemongrass. At this point, unfortunately, after I finished cleaning the pots, power disappeared. It disappeared around midday, and I was tired and bored, so I decided to take a nap because even my gadgets went off. So I took a 2-hour nap, I think, and it was very sound, beautiful, healthy sleep. I love being able to nap during the day, though obviously this is not something someone can be able to do every day, but it was such a refreshing sleep. I woke up later in the evening and power had come back. So I decided to make my bed. I had actually, before I slept, changed my bed sheets and remade the bed, took a shower, then I figured I might as well enjoy the newly made bed. I think that also contributed to the beautiful siesta that I had. There is usually nothing better than sleeping on clean bedspread, I tell you, especially on an afternoon like this, where it's just quiet and you can hear birds chirping outside. I truly enjoyed that nap. So, as you can see, I have a very colorful bed cover today. This is one of the products we make at Interiors by Tiffy Limited. We love rustic products. We also believe in sustainable designs. We believe in a green environment. So what we do, we usually collect pieces of Ankara from tailors or some leftover from the curtains we make, and then we do some patchwork bed covers, and they're timeless. They're beautiful. Doesn't it remind you of Dolly Parton's My Coat of Many Colors that my mama made for me? It's so beautiful. It's just a collection of so many memories, a burst of color, and a celebration of the vibrant African culture. I could go on and on and on about African designs, but not today. So after that, I decided to make a cup of tea. I love a good cuppa, especially around evening. Just tea without necessarily anything to go with. with it. And like I mentioned, I love my tea with lemongrass, and I love it when our tea is like really brown. We let it boil and boil for some time to just ensure that it's well brewed. I mean, look at that color. I think it's impossible to go through my vlogs and not come across tea. Tea has to feature somewhere. Well, I love coffee also, but hey, tea anytime. And that was my day, guys. How was your day? I'd love to know. I'd love to know. I'd really love to know how you spent your day, and I hope it was wonderful. I'd also like to know where you guys watch my content from. Where do you come from? I'd love to know. I really would love to know, so kindly drop me a comment. And lastly, I'd like to know what stood out for you in this vlog. We've come to the end of another vlog. Thank you for hanging out with me, guys. I appreciate your company. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I also hope you subscribed if you haven't already. And I also hope you're sharing, commenting, and finally, I hope you've turned on the notification bell so that when I upload new content, you'll be the first to know. Until the next time, it is goodbye. This is Simply Kami.